What's the process like after you sign up to go solar? Stick around, I'll give you the full story. So if you sign up to go solar, first of all, it's not going to be on your roof the next day. So depending on where you are and what the regulations are and permits and interconnection and et cetera, all the things that solar companies need to do to get ready to put solar on your roof definitely varies from state to state and region to region and utility to utility. However, for the most part, there is at least a couple of months usually between when you say, yes, let's go solar and the time it gets on your roof. And then often there's quite a bit of time, maybe 4 to 8 weeks after that before it gets turned on. And for the most part, as a consumer, there's not a lot for you to do during this process. However, after you sign up, you are going to get some emails from the utility as they go through the interconnection application process, and you might be like, what's going on with this? Well, as long as your solar company is CC'd on those emails, they're going to take care of it for you, and you don't have to worry about it. Also, there's going to be stuff for permits, and the solar company may have you take care of that paperwork up front, but also some more paperwork can come up through the process, and you may be involved in that. Also, just so you're aware, the design that the solar salesperson gave you when you said, yes, let's do this, is probably going to be different than the one they actually put on your roof. And really, it's important that you get a look at that new design and the new numbers for what it's going to produce before they install it, so you can make sure it's all good and as good as what you were hoping. A lot of solar companies kind of miss that step, and so make sure that you find out what the final design is and what the final production is so that you can make sure it all is going to work for you and your home. Now, the last part of the going solar process, so after they install it, they have to have it inspected, and then they have to have the final interconnection done by the utility. And like I said, that can all take several weeks, but that's what you're just really waiting for, is that last piece for the utility to be like, yep, you can turn the system on. And sometimes the utility actually will do it themselves, but mostly it's either the solar company or the homeowner who turns it on. And so once you turn your solar on, you're getting energy from the sun, and it will have made all that paperwork that you had to do to go through the process well worth it. And then after it's up and running, there's really nothing more for you to do, except this is a key thing I always recommend to all of my customers, that you check the monitoring app every couple weeks to a month just to make sure that everything's working. The solar company is doing that as well, and they should catch any problems, but in my experience, they don't always catch it, whereas you as the homeowner, you're going to see for sure when you look at that app if your system is working or not. Also, as part of the process of going solar after you've signed up, the solar company is going to come out to your house and assess what your situation is. So they're going to take pictures and inspect your roof and your electrical situation, all that stuff. And then after that, they're going to have all the information they need to design a system for you. And that's information that the sales guy, when you gave you the deal, he didn't know whether there were going to be any issues or not. And so once they go through and find if there are issues, those things can cost money. So there might be electrical upgrades that are necessary in order to make the solar safe and feasible to do. So that in order for you to continue your solar journey, you might have to increase the cost. And that can be, a few $100s to several $1,000s, depends on what the issue is. Sometimes there's structural issues with the roof, and we have to have a third-party engineer here in Massachusetts sign off on any solar jobs. And so sometimes we have to do structural upgrades that can include sister raftering and other things. And that can cost, several hundred to a few $1,000s as well. And so those two things are things that are going to come up through the process with the solar company. And if you're working with a good company, they're going to come back to you and they're going to explain to you exactly what's going on, what the costs are, how you can fit it into your solar deal, et cetera, et cetera. Or it might be, and at that point, you should be able to say, great, let's move forward, or no, no longer worth it for me, I'm canceling. And if you're working with somebody who has integrity, then you're going to get all your money back, or you're not charged anything for that because it isn't what you were expecting. Now, the last thing that can cost you money that you don't have any control over, at least here in Massachusetts, I imagine it works similarly in other states, is once you've gone through the full interconnection application and everything, the utility can come back and say, hey, actually you got to pay us $2,500 to upgrade the local transformer if you want to do this project. Now, with me, if any of these things come up through the process, you can always just say, no, that no longer works for me. It's too expensive. The numbers don't pencil out the way I like, and you can walk away and no harm, no foul, we'll part friends. But just make sure that's the case with the solar company you're dealing with. You don't want to get stuck with some $5,000 utility charge that you don't want to pay, and you've already got money tied up with the solar company and they're not giving it back to you. That's a nightmare. So, and then just one thing to remember, that utility charge, depending on the utility and where you are and everything, not only are they asking you to pay, several $1,000s sometimes, but also that can sometimes delay the project because they have to do that work and they don't always do it fast. So when you sign up for solar, be aware that as you go through the process, there could be other things that come up. And again, if you're dealing with somebody who is reputable and has integrity, if more costs come up, you'll be able to cancel and get out of it without it costing you anything. Hope this was helpful. Have a great day. If you're sick of not knowing what you're going to pay for your electric bill every month and just being at the mercy of your utility whose prices just keep going up and up and up, maybe I can help. I'm Brad the Solar Guy. Fill out the survey below, and I'll give you a 30-minute free consultation and tell you all about your home's solar potential and what you might be able to save. I'll give you a proposal in writing, and the best part, it's with me, Brad the Solar Guy.